Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel Cycling Bag. As promised, I will be sharing part 2 of my Ride of a Lifetime series. Of course, together with my son-in-law, Mark Will. In this video, we will be climbing the summit of Col de Aspin, starting here in the village of Mongie. If you are still not subscribed to this channel, consider subscribing and I promise to give you more exciting videos. Let me just describe you briefly this village of Mongie. It is the center of the Grand Tourmalet ski area in the French Pyrenees. Ang mga buildings dito are defiantly 1970s in style and appearance, which I think won't appeal to everybody. But the imposing peaks of the mountains and the sceneries, wow! It will definitely capture you in surprise. Mongie is a winter ski resort offering alpine skiing. Pwede ring snowboarding, snowpark, cross-country skiing, snowmobiles, and hiking in snowshoes. In the summer, eto na ang pinaka-paborito natin. Cycling is very popular during this time.
Within the team over the last couple of years since Oleg Tinkov has taken over. So he's moved across to the smaller French team, and by all reports he is as happy as he's ever been. He's got very little pressure on his shoulders. By all reports, things aren't too smooth.
The Tour de France has regularly passed through Mongie on its passage over the Col du Tourmalet since the inclusion of the Pyrenees in 1910. It is 2,115 meters in altitude, and from here you can see the stunning views of the mountains. It sits about 7 kilometers below the Col du Tourmalet. Up the hill is a very nice climb with a phenomenal view, which we just experienced. Climb of the Col de Aspin. Okay, see you there. Now let me share with you the route of our Pyrenees adventure. We started from Sainte Marie de Campan to the climb of Col du Tourmalet and then descent to Mongie, where we start to pedal going back to Campan. Then our climb begins again, pedaling to the summit of Col de Aspin. Heading now to the Col de Aspin. 10 kilometers more. 10 kilometers more of climb.
I hope it's not gonna rain.
It looks like it's gonna rain. See? Starting from Sainte Marie de Campan, we faced a 12.8 kilometer climb at a moderate 5% average gradient. Okay lang because we are not racing anyway. Our aim is to reach the top, conquering again one of the legendary climbs of Tour de France. It may not be the highest, the hardest or longest climb in the Pyrenees, but it has a prestigious peaks in the area. Later on, you will see what I mean. Si Mark Will, nag-uumpisa pa lang magbisikleta dito, although he managed to gain his strength needed for this ride of a lifetime. Not bad! Madaming siklista ang hindi kayang umakyat ng ganito kataas na bundok. Well done!
It's raining!
And then, it started to rain. Wow! Our jersey kits, shoes, everything in us are all wet. But sabi nga, the show must go on. This is not an ordinary ride. We came all the way from afar and spent a lot of preparations and of course, money on this trip just for this purpose. So ang usapan namin ni Mark Will, rain or shine, we will ride our chance of a lifetime.
Waiting for my teammate.
Kaya mo pa, mahal?
If you notice, there is no barrier along the road. But that is not a problem to a cyclist who knows bike handling. While climbing, you can smell the rich pine aroma. You will be escorted by the pine trees until you reach the top of the climb. Your lungs will be filled with mountain air. Ang sarap ng pakiramdam. The road to the Aspin will encourage you to enjoy the day at your own pace and without the feeling of nervousness na baka hindi mo marating ang ituktok nito. You will have a moment to pedal while you free yourself of distraction and fully appreciate how wonderfully mellow this mountain can be. Amazing! Try nyo dito mga kabisikleta. In Tour de France, Col de Aspin always falls in Category 1 climb, meaning it has roughly 5 to 10 kilometers in distance and has an average of 8% in gradient. So, what we are climbing here is not easy at all. You need a lot of climbing to do to deal with this kind of category. Shout out to the Tour Pyrenees DMC, our tour operator, especially Veronique, who helped us in our transportation, providing us a very comfortable support car.
How's the ride?
Hard.
But it's worth it.
Yes.
Daddy!
Finally, we are victorious to be at the top. It's really an amazing experience. If you notice, there is nothing at the top. But why we choose this climb? Because it is in the history of Tour de France.
It looks a bit harder from the helicopter from this angle, the Col d'Aspin. I must say, the peloton grinding their way up with a huge deficit at the moment. Because remember now, we're only 65 kilometers from the finish. The leader's speeding down towards the little town of Sainte.
This is the last documentation for this ride. Yes, I come to Col du Aspin. Yeah, it's raining. Thank you, Lord. We're leaving now, going back to Campan. Okay, going back to Campan.
Why?
Our decision not to ride going down to Campan was good. Bakit kamo? Dahil dito, heavy downpour of rain. So from here, we're going back to Lourdes, then rest for another big day on the mountain. Abangan nyo ulit ito mga kaibigan. Ride for today is done. Tomorrow we'll go again to the other route going to the Col du Tourmalet. Finally, after days of eating French foods, nakakita din kami ng pagkaing Pilipino. Bonus na to.